All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here spreading this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. And this video is just an update on the MOTB, and in this article it's talking about the one that's going to be, basically in your forehead that Revelation talks about. It talks about there's going to be a mark of the beast, that people are going to take in their right hand or in their forehead. This kind of touches on the one that's going to be in your forehead, which they're going to implant people with, to basically make people that's paralyzed walk again, blind, make them see again, and people that are deaf, make them able to hear, all these different things. So I'm just going to touch on this article a little bit. It ain't going to be nothing too much. I'm just expound on certain points in this article. I'm not really going to bring no scriptures out in this. This is basically just an update video on the things that these devils are doing, But it says Elon Musk scores a big win, and it says Neuralink, the neurotech startup co-founded by the billionaire, has received the green light from the FDA to test its brain implants on humans. And it says his detractors and critics will have to get used to it. Elon Musk is omnipresent. That's a spirit, man, because, the scriptures talk about how, this devil would try to sit in the seat of the Most High, and try to basically be God, on the left-hand side. He's trying to become God, through his science and his technology. So it's a spirit that it says Elon Musk is omnipresent, But it says when it is not his personal declarations and actions that make a noise, it is the multiple companies in which he is invested that take center stage. And it says this week, Musk recorded one of his biggest flops, the attempt to interview Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, which was marred by technical issues. The interview, live audio on Twitter Spaces, was designed to crown Musk as the kingmaker of U.S. politics because DeSantis was to declare his presidential bid. The governor is seen as former President Donald Trump's most serious challenger for the Republican nomination for president. And it says, in the end, it was the technical glitches that dominated the media coverage, relegating the content of the Musk-DeSantis show to the background. Even for Musk, who believes that bad publicity is good because he stays at the center of attention, this disaster was a huge humiliation, which that really has nothing to do with the points that I want to touch on. But I think this next passage kind of touches on what I want to talk about. But it says Neuralink's important first steps, FDA clearance. And it says, but the whimsical billionaire now ends the week with news of great importance for disabled and paralyzed people. This is what they're doing. They're making it seem like this technology, that they're coming out with, it's basically for the people, and it's going to benefit everyone that has, disabilities and things like that. This is how they're going to play on people's emotions and to get them, basically mesmerized, as to seeing this technology as a good thing, but this is a trap. It's a snare for these people. But it says Neuralink, a startup Musk co-founded, said on May 25th on Twitter that it had received U.S. Food and Drug Administration clearance to test its connected brain implants on humans. And it says, we are excited to share that we have received the FDA's approval to launch our first in-human clinical study. Neuralink said, this is the result of incredible work by the Neuralink team in close collaboration with the FDA, and represents an important first step that will one day allow our technology to help many people. And this is how they're bringing it out, as if it's going to help people. They're bringing it out as if this is some type of utopian technology, that's going to make every paralyzed person, feel normal. And like I said, this is a snare. This is just to get people, into this trap. You know what I mean? But we know that this technology, can easily be hacked. People can be hacked. They have this technology in their brain, that's basically going to control their movements and things like that. If you have a chip in your brain that can give you access to your limbs and make you walk and do things that you wasn't able to do before, that lets you know that this chip in your brain can be hacked, and from that chip it can actually control you and your movements. So this chip would be able to be controlled through AI. So actually people with these chips in their brain can actually get control. They can be hacked. You can control their every move from this chip being implanted in them, But it says, congratulations, Neuralink team, the billionaire commented. It says, we are excited to share that we have received the FDA's approval to launch our first in-human clinical study. But it says, must launch Neuralink in 2016. The company designs and installs brain-machine interfaces or connected devices to be implanted in the brain to communicate with computers directly through thought. So if you can communicate with a computer, if you can connect to a computer from your brain, from your thoughts, like a Wi-Fi signal, that means that you can get controlled. You can get hacked. Your thoughts can get hacked. You know what I'm saying? It would just be easy for somebody to take control of your thoughts and of your movements of your body, if they can basically hack your brain through this computer chip. And that's exactly what's going to happen to a lot of people, especially the ones that take this brain chip. I think the Revelation talks about one being in your hand and your forehead. I think the one that's in your hand, that's just going to be, that's what most people are going to take. That's what most people are going to have in them. But that one, I think it's basically more going to be on, people paying and buying stuff, and running businesses and things like that and making transactions. But this one that's getting implanted in your brain, I think that's going to actually have it to where you can actually control these people and hack them. You know what I mean? But it says the devices called links will first be used to help people who are paralyzed and suffering from neurological diseases, including ALS, to regain their ability to communicate by moving cursors and typing with their brain. So it's a connection there. That's why it's called links. It's linking you to technology. It's linking you to these other things, and ultimately it's going to be possible for it to link you to an artificial intelligence that could be able to control you like a robot. You know what I'm saying? But it says Neuralink wants to make these implants safe and reliable enough to be placed with elective surgery. People could pay a few $1,000s to equip their brains with computer power. The technology's objective is to strengthen our cognitive abilities by interacting directly with our brains. So far, the prototypes the size of a small coin have been implanted in the skulls of animals. And it says on August 28, 2020, the billionaire in Neuralink tested their chip on a pig. Gertrude is a young soul who is part of these tests. She is equipped with the Link, Neuralink's first brain-machine interface. An 8-millimeter chip was implanted in her brain, which enables observation of cerebral activity. And it says fierce competition in brain-machine sectors, because you actually have other companies that's developing, very similar technology. And I think Neuralink, Elon Musk company, I think he actually has to, cut open your skull and insert it right on your brain. But I think this other company, I think theirs connect to major nerves that link to your brain. But it says after this test, Neuralink tested its technology on monkeys. Several were able to, in a sense, play video games and type words on the screen simply by following the movement of the cursor on the screen with their eyes. But the experiment sparked controversy because some monkeys died as part of the test. Neuralink disputed that it was animal cruelty. And it says at the end of November, the company also took stock of its latest advances in the design of a robot surgeon and the development of other implants to be installed in the spinal cord or the eyes to restore mobility or vision, But it says the green light from FDA is a big relief for Neuralink, which was falling behind the competition. Rival Synchron, which is another company, which is developing its own brain machine interface technology, obtained regulatory approvals from the FDA in 2021 to test its chip on humans. Synchron also conducted tests on 4 people in Australia. Unlike the Neuralink implant, the Synchron implant can be installed without having to open the patient's skull. The purpose of this technology is to make life easier for paralyzed people by offering them a way to control electronic devices with their thoughts, man. So this is going to link you to technology. You put this this chip, you connect this chip to your brain, then you got outside sources that can actually connect to that chip that's connected to your brain. So it's linking everything. This is why his technology is called Links, because it's linking your brain with these outside sources, these other technologies, But it says Musk says Neuralink's chip will allow humanity to achieve a symbiosis with artificial intelligence. See? The billionaire fears that AI systems will overtake humans and one day will take control. So they are telling you, they admitting it to you, that this is going to be a very possible thing that's going to happen once they do this. He said it's his big fear that AI systems, artificial intelligence, will take over humans and one day will take control. And when he says take over humans, he's talking about controlling humans through these brain chips, that's going to be inserted in them, man. They literally telling y'all what's going to happen to y'all, man. And they ain't just saying it. This is exactly what's going to happen to a lot of people, man. A lot of people are going to be made an example. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they getting closer with this, bringing it out. It's becoming more mainstream, and all we're going to see is more commercials, more talk of promoting this. Celebrities going to be promoting it. Large, well-known figures are going to be promoting this. And you even going to have regular people, that once were paralyzed or disabled. You're gonna have testimonies from them saying that this is the best technology that ever came out because they haven't walked in, 11 years or something like that, something crazy. It's gonna be all promotion for this. And then once they, personally, I believe once they get to the point of where everybody knows about this technology, then that's when, that's when major disasters are going to happen, and people are already going to know about these things. So when the chip gets made an opportunity for people to get back on track, they start saying that we got to put this chip in you, for you to function in this new digital society that we have. Everybody is going to be aware of this chip because they had been promoted on such a large scale already. So a lot of people are going to be made aware of this technology first before some type of large disaster happens. You know what I mean? So that when this large disaster happens and they introduce this, people are going to be begging for it because they're already going to know what this technology is about. But like I said, man, just an update video. So I'm going to go ahead and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Crocodiles, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.